Hi everyone, I hope you all are great. Today we will have vague pronoun reference. First, choose to log in using the aplusstudent.com. Click on your name, move on to language at the grade 7. Chapter E is vague pronoun references. Lesson is identify vague pronoun reference. Identify all of the possible antecedents. Alright, so we'll start now. So, what is a vague pronoun reference? When you're writing, you have to make sure that you avoid vague pronoun references. A vague pronoun reference occur when a pronoun could refer to more than one possible antecedent. So, when a pronoun could possibly refer to more than one antecedent. So we have when Lisa and Kim finally landed, she breathed a sign of relief. Now the pronoun she could refer to either Lisa or Kim, so the meaning of the sentence is unclear. We do not know who is breathing the sign of relief. Is it referring to Lisa or Kim? Alright, then we have vague pronoun reference can be corrected in one or two ways. So first you have to replace the pronoun with its correct antecedent. Alright, so if you want to correct it, you have to replace the pronoun with its correct antecedent. When Lisa and Kim finally landed, Lisa brought a sign of reference of relief. So you can see that you replaced it and then you specified who signed, right? Now you also have to rewrite the sentence. Lisa brought a sign of relief when she and Kim finally landed. So you can replace it like that or rewrite the sentence. So it's either you're replacing or rewriting the sentence. So we also have a vague pronoun reference can occur when they, them, their, or theirs, it or its is used without its antecedent. So when either of these pronouns are used without their antecedents, then a vague pronoun reference could occur. Now we have they say that this nail polish dries less than 5 minutes. Now the pronoun they is used without its antecedent. So the meaning of the sentence is unclear. Now this problem can be fixed by replacing the pronoun with its missing antecedent. So we can basically just say the advertisement say that this nail polish dries in less than 5 minutes. So you have to put the missing antecedents, okay? So let's look at one example. So we have Andy worked with Ed to design the new header for Ed's website. Okay. Now we can say the second answer choice shows a possible correction for the vague pronoun reference. Alright. So we have this question now. Which of the following contains a vague pronoun reference? Is it the first or the second? The Hans's car looks just like the Estrada's, but theirs has a dent in the bumper. So is it the first or second? The Hans's car has a dent in the bumper, but otherwise their car looks just like the Estrada's. First or second? So we have the first one because the first one contains a vague pronoun reference. Mrs. Hunt's cell phone rang just as she finished brewing Becky a cup of tea. Just as Mrs. Hunt finished brewing Becky a cup of tea, her cell phone rang. First or second? So we have the second one for that. Carly went up and thanked Mr. Mills about after he finished performing with Mr. Duran. After Mr. Mills finished performing with Mr. Duran, Carly went up and thanked him. Which of them contains a vague pronoun reference? Alright, so the second one has a pronoun there. So Kali takes yoga classes at my studio. This yoga mats might be hers. Kali takes yoga classes at my studio. So this yoga mats might be Kali's, which is a vague pronoun reference here. So we have the first one. Andy works with Ed to design the new header for Ed's website. Andy worked with Ed to design the new header for his website. First or second. So we have what? The second one. Okay. Okay, if Calvin wins up attending Scott's performance, he will let Sarah know. Kevin will let Sarah know if he wins up attending Scott's performance. First or second? All right, so we have the first one. All right, so that's it for this particular lesson. We'll move on to the next lesson. Alright. So the next lesson will be what? Identify all of the possible antecedents. Alright, so for the possible antecedents, we know that the vague pronoun reference occurs when a pronoun could refer to more than one possible antecedent. Now, the antecedent could be what? When Lisa and Kim finally landed, she bred a sign of relief. Now, the pronoun she could refer to either Lisa or Kim, so the meaning of the sentence is unclear. So, the main name of the person in the sentence could be is the antecedent, and then the pronoun, we basically know what pronouns are. Then we have, you can replace or rewrite the sentence and say like, when Lisa and Kim finally landed, Lisa brought a sign of relief. And you can also rewrite and say Lisa brought a sign of relief when she and Kim finally landed. So we have some examples. Look at the text. Mary took the stale spaghetti out of the box and threw it in the trash. Now, the text contains a vague pronoun reference. The pronoun it could refer to is the stale spaghetti or the box. Now, Mary took the stale spaghetti, so stale out of the box. Okay. All right. So the pronoun bold is vague. So select all of its possible antecedents. My father puts Lucky in the he my father puts Lucky in the dog crate whenever he needs to go to somewhere. My father puts Lucky in the dog crate whenever he needs to go somewhere. So first the second. So we have the first one. Okay. When I looked at the photograph, my uncle and my grandfather, I thought I have a nose just like his. What's the possible antecedent here? All right, so we have what? My uncle, my grandfather. So, Judge Gershwin studied piano with Charles Hambitzer and composition with Henry Cowell. His brother Ira wrote the lyrics of for many of his compositions. So, what is the possible antecedent here? So, we have what? The first one. Alright, Mary took the stale spaghetti out of the box and threw it in the trash. What is the possible antecedent here? So we have what? The first. Okay. Before Molly puts fondant flowers onto wedding cakes, she sprinkles them with powdered sugar. What is the possible antecedent here? All right, so we have what? First one. So the pronoun she is not vague, so select its one clear antecedent. What is the antecedent here? So we have Gertrude Ethery drew national attention when she became the first woman to swim across the English Channel in 1926. What is the antecedent here? So we have the second one. All right, these olives still have pits inside, so be careful not to choke on them. So what is the antecedent here? So we have these olives pits. All right, so Alice always keeps her credit card in her wallet, but it went missing last week. What is the antecedent here? So what do we have here? The first one. Okay, so Sarah looks more like her sister now that her hair is short again. So what is the antecedent here? Alright, so we have Sarah and then her sister. Alright, that's it for our lesson on that vague pronoun references. Can you tell me if you have any questions? Alright, so since we have no questions, we'll end here. If you haven't done this lesson, try to complete it later on in your free time, and then we'll see you again next time. Bye, everyone.